Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. My name is Graham Elwood. Really appreciate you coming and checking out the show, everybody. Some of you have been with me a long time. Some of you just started watching. Thank you so much for supporting what I do. And there's many ways to support what I do. You can go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood. We've just passed a milestone in support, which has been pretty awesome. We're well into 200 Patreon members. And of course, I'm going to be updating the lighting here soon and the sound. I mean, this studio got updated about 8-9 months ago, which was all thanks to you. And now we're going to do another one. So, you know, and then support the show by going to, this intro fucking blows. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. My name is Graham Elwood. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please like, subscribe, share the videos, and go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood. It's a great way to support the show. Because of patrons like you, we updated the studio about 7-8 months ago, and I'm going to update it again in the next month. I'm going to get new lights in here because we've just crossed a nice milestone with Patreon support. And of course, the Progressive Comedy Tour is coming to Texas April 12th through the 15th. Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin. Get your tickets at grahamelwood.com. And of course, May, we're going to Salt Lake City and Boston. And June, we're doing the East Coast Tour from the 12th to the 18th. We might be adding more dates, but right now we have DC, Baltimore, 2 nights in Philly, New Haven, Connecticut, New York City, and Boston. And it's going to be cool. Like Jeff Epstein from Citizens Media TV is going to be there, who I've interviewed. He's going to be at the Philly shows. We're going to have Samara Khan's going to probably be one of the shows. Tim Black, Lee Camp, they're all talking about they're going to be performing. So when you come out, it's going to, in the East Coast, it's going to be a big deal. We're going to have a lot of activists and big name comedians opening up for us and stuff like that. So get your tickets. The shows are going to sell out. So of course, I'm sure most of you are aware of the awful shooting that took place last week in Christchurch, New Zealand. A gentleman who was a white nationalist. He released a crazy manifesto and he went into a mosque and he killed, I believe, 49 or 50 people, which is horrifying. So, and what pushes this is all of this rampant Islamophobia that we've been having in this country for decades. But really, you know, since 9/11, it's gotten way, way worse. And, you know, I thought with a president that I voted for named Barack Hussein Obama, it was going to help that. And a lot of it comes from the right wing, you know, and Ilhan Omar has taken a lot of flack for being critical of AIPAC, right? Which is an Israeli lobbying group. She's not critical of Israel. She's critical of an Israeli lobbying group. When she did that, Chelsea Clinton publicly attacked her. So there was this video that went viral, I'm sure many of you have seen it, of this young woman who was at a vigil that was for the people that died in Christchurch, that were murdered. And she saw Chelsea Clinton there, and just like, it wasn't planned or anything like that, she just said, "This, I can't believe this," and confronted her. And I'm sure you've seen the video where Chelsea Clinton's going, "I'm so sorry you feel that way." Which, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's, you know how Southerners tell you to fuck off by saying, "Bless your heart." That's a Southerner telling you to shut the fuck up. They think you're stupid. "Oh, bless your heart." When you say, "Hey, do you think we could change or fix this?" "Oh, bless your heart." No, it's not going to happen. "I'm sorry you feel that way." Just sounds like something well, I guess when both your parents are just sociopathic warmongers, That's how you are. So she confronts her, right? So there's that video. There's two videos. There's one video of the kid with the egg who goes to the right-wing senator in Australia who said very Islamophobic things. He's held, well, this is what's going to happen. We're going to have more of this because they're crazy as Islamic terrorists, which is like, you're helping perpetuate that. The kid smashed an egg on his head, and he's heralded, he's high-fived, he's taught great. And of course, the right goes after that kid. Who goes after this young Palestinian Muslim woman? The left. Because how dare she have the audacity to call out the hypocritical, opportunistic bullshit of Chelsea Clinton. Chelsea Clinton went there for a photo op. That's why she went. And she learned that from her parents. And then this woman posted the video, or somebody posted the video. She just went there, and her friend, she saw it, was like, this is ridiculous. Woke up the next day, 100,000 tweets, all this stuff. So this is what big Hillary Clinton supporter Kathy Griffin posts. Because this is the woman who said, good morning to everyone except people bullying me through hate mail. It shows some hate mail. You think this is bullying? Ha ha. I speak from experience you can't imagine, you fucking pussy. This is a rich, white lady. It's a rich, privileged, white Hollywood celebrity who lives in a mansion in the Hollywood Hills calling a young Muslim woman a fucking pussy. Wake up, we're all on this planet together. Chelsea Clinton does not deserve your misdirected anger. Actually, no, you're incorrect. Chelsea absolutely does. Absolutely does. As do all the Clintons do. Okay? This is Bill Clinton who expanded the prison population, right? Who got rid of NAFTA. This is her mom, Hillary, who you voted for the Patriot Act as a senator, voted for the war in Iraq, voted for it, supported it. There's videos online. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. There's videos of her backing it. As Secretary of State, she helped Obama take us from 2 wars to 7. Her mommy helped set the Middle East on fire. When her daddy was president, Madeleine Albright said it's okay that our sanctions are going to kill 500,000 or have killed 500,000 Iraqi kids. That's a choice we have to make. Madeleine Albright said that while she was working for her dad. You fucking pussy. She thinks she's such a badass. How are you a badass? What struggle have you had compared to a Palestinian, a Muslim woman? Here's what's so sickening. If this woman confronted one of Trump's kids and said the exact same thing, she would be like, yeah, sister, girl power, the patriarchy. But, oh, God forbid you go after Chelsea Clinton. I'm so sick of, and so many people have come forward to point out that a lot of liberals have helped fuel Islamophobia. Chelsea Clinton being one of them, and now Kathy Griffin. So the two women that were there wrote a response to why they went there in BuzzFeed. And they didn't really backpedal. I give them credit. They didn't go, oh, I'm sorry. And people have come forward and found something that this woman said when she was 14 on her Twitter page. She said something offensive. She's like 20 now, so it was 6 years ago. And so people go, 6 years ago wasn't that long ago. 6 years ago isn't long ago for me, a grown man in his late 40s. There's not that much of a difference of who I was 6 years ago and who I was today. There's some differences. Repressed memories being abused, I put that in my Me Too story. That's different. But the difference, though, between 14 and 20 is huge. And she's apologized. But of course, that's Clinton style attacking, right? So here's what she wrote on BuzzFeed. I'll give this young woman a lot of credit. Many have said it was unfair to connect Chelsea's words to the massacre in Christchurch. To them, we say that anti-Muslim bigotry must be addressed wherever it exists. Yeah, Kathy, wherever it exists. This is not about left and right. This is about people who do and do not have power and how those with power use it. A global environment of hatred and vilification against Muslims created this killer. Yeah. We've been in Afghanistan for 17 going on 18 years. There are privates enlisting that were born after 9/11. That's how long we've been in Afghanistan. And I'm not like, of course, someone's, whoa, so we're happy the 9/11. No, the 9/11 terror was awful. That was awful. But that came, most of the bombers were from Saudi Arabia. You know, our big friendly allies that Trump sold $100 billion worth of weapons to, Obama sold $100 billion worth of weapons to. So America has helped right and left. Well, we don't have a right and left. We just have the Republicans and Democrats. We're just different shades. They're both corporate war machine puppets. So I don't even know how to. Kathy Griffin is just, I guess she's just a pro-choice, pro-gay marriage warmonger. I guess that's what we call Kathy Griffin. I can't even call her liberal. There's no way on the face of this earth. And then, can you imagine how Kathy Griffin would respond if not only that woman confronted Trump's kids, and then a white male celebrity called her a fucking pussy? Could you imagine the outrage? Could you imagine the hashtag Me Too? Could you imagine that shit? But Kathy Griffin gets to do it because rich white ladies, they can fucking get away with just about anything. And then claim the victim. Go on YouTube, watch all the dash cam videos of all these white ladies talking all this shit to the cops, and the cops don't do anything about it. Kathy Griffin has more privilege than a black or Latino man. Way more privilege. I got a lot of privilege. I'm a white male. I'm a straight white male. I understand my white privilege. Which is why I don't tell Muslim women they're fucking pussies when they confront the child of a warmongers. A global environment of hatred and vilification that you're helping perpetuate, Kathy Griffin, by calling her a fucking pussy. You're helping perpetuate Islamophobia from your mansion. Spurred on by professional bigots, anti-Muslim hate now permeates our culture and policies, and everyone, as a matter of urgency, should consider the role they play in enabling it. This includes Chelsea Clinton, 20-year-old girl not backing down. To Chelsea Clinton, we hope that our intentions in confronting you are now clear. They're not giving a bullshit. What Chelsea goes, I'm sorry you feel that way. She's not saying, I'm sorry you feel that way, Chelsea Clinton. They're like, now you know what we're all about. We believe that you still owe an apology, not only to Rep. Omar, but also Palestinians for using your platform to defame their cause. As an Israeli national and a Palestinian, this is written by two young women. One an Israeli national, one a Palestinian, who are friends, who recognize there's a lot of wrong in the world. Before you go, oh, it's just a Palestinian that hates Israelis, and she just, no. Her friend, the link of this article is in there, is an Israeli born. They both go to NYU together. I want you to know that it is dangerous to label valid criticisms of Israel and lobby us as anti-Semitic, which is what Chelsea Clinton did. That's what they're saying. Which is dangerous. And this is the bullshit Clinton corporate Democrat identity, Hollywood identity politics. If I'm critical of Hillary Clinton supporting war, I'm a misogynist. If I'm critical of a lobbying group, AIPAC, oh, I must hate Israel. Now, if I'm critical of Big Pharma and the oil lobby, what does that make me? Those are also lobbying organizations that I don't want involved in politics, just like AIPAC. I want you to know that it's dangerous to label valid criticisms of Israel and its lobby as anti-Semitic. We know that this is a tactic to silence us and deny our free speech. I love it, man. These girls are just sticking it right in Chelsea and Kathy Griffin's rich, privileged white ladies. Kathy Griffin is protecting another privileged white lady. This is how the rich protect each other. Make no mistake. The rich always, when push comes to shove, they protect each other. You trying to tell me all those rich celebrities didn't know about Harvey Weinstein? Yeah, they did. They protected him. So good for them. Here are these two women. Rosa Seif is a senior at New York University where she studies comparative politics and American studies. She is an Israeli-American Jewish woman, and she co-founded the Jewish Voice for Peace chapter at NYU. A peace activist. Len Dwick is a senior at New York University studying international relations and Middle Eastern and Islamic studies. She is a Muslim Palestinian whose main organizing centers on Palestinian solidarity efforts. Peace activists. Kathy Griffin cuts off Donald Trump's head and then gives some bullshit crocodile tears apology about it. So Kathy Griffin wants war. She wants to cut off people's heads. I don't like Donald Trump at all. But then you want to talk about fucking pussy. You couldn't even back that. You're going to say, I want to hold up his head, and then you cry when they confront you. And you're calling these women? When you're in your Hollywood mansion and you're hanging out with Anderson Cooper, you know, he's a Vanderbilt, another 1%er ruling class buddy of yours. Do you rich white kids know what it's like to be these young women? I don't. Which is why I'd never call them fucking pussies. Hillary Clinton calls for U.S. to bomb Syrian airfields. Oh, that's April 2017. That's right around when Trump bombed Syria the first time. You know the Brian Williams time when Brian Williams went, oh, I'm struck by how great these rockets are? Yeah, is that good? You know how many women of color Kathy Griffin got bombed and died over there? When Obama dropped his 26,171 drones in 2016 alone, do you know how many poor women? Don't tell me you're some women's rights act. You're rich women's rights. You want rich white ladies to have as much privilege as rich white men. Just be clear on that. You don't give a damn about women of color, especially poor ones. I'm sure you have some clean your mansion. This is about when Bill Clinton's quiet war in Iraq set the stage for George W. Bush's bloody invasion. So this woman had every right to confront Chelsea Clinton. Chelsea Clinton doesn't distance herself from her parents. She pushes them and they're grooming her to be the next in line and blah, blah, blah. So this, absolutely. This is a line from this article. The Clinton administration's fixation on weapons and its desire for regime change were clearly on display at February 1998 town hall where Secretary of State Madeleine Albright tried to sell the public on bombing Iraq. You worried about any bombs hitting the Hollywood Hills? Anybody drone striking Hollywood? Oh, that's right. We're protected here. Albright was repeatedly interrupted by anti-war activists and pressed about why the U.S. was so keen on attacking Iraq when there were many other similarly terrible dictators throughout the world. Madeleine Albright is also the one who said that the sanctions that Bill Clinton did that killed 500,000 kids in Iraq, she said, well, we had to do that. It was necessary. So these are your heroes. Oh, Kathy Griffin talks about her $10.5 million middle finger mansion and her Kardashian neighbors. This was in Forbes in October of 17. This is right around the time Elizabeth Warren and 4 other Democrats gave Trump an extra $80 billion for the war machine. So maybe you get some war money. I had a young Muslim woman, or I don't know if she's Muslim, but from the Middle East, who's a fan of this show, email me and say, Graham, thank you for speaking up. That's why I like you and Jimmy Dore. She goes, I'm a little sad that there's a lot of white people not speaking up about this. It ain't right, man. It ain't right. Hate begets hate. Violence begets violence. Unless you live in a mansion in the Hollywood Hills, then you don't have to worry about it. You can just tweet from your spa or whatever and call young female activists fucking pussies. What happened in New Zealand is horrifying. What happened on 9/11 was horrifying. But we have to address all of the Islamophobia. And the Clintons don't get a pass. The Clintons don't get a free pass. Sorry. They've helped create a lot of it. When you bomb the Middle East and you kill a lot of poor people, you create a lot of terrorists. And then when you're critical of a congresswoman, the first ever Muslim congresswoman wearing a hijab in the Capitol, but you're paid to back the Israeli lobby, it's just showing how the so-called liberal left is just, they're just pro-choice corporate warmongers. That's all they are. You contradict yourself at every turn. Thanks for watching the show, everybody. Go to grandmelwa.com for the tour dates. Like, subscribe, share the videos. Don't click skip. When you click skip ad, I don't get paid. If you got a YouTube Red, I get paid on any video you watch. Share the videos, spread the word. The channel's growing. Thanks to you.